Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Bachelor in Paradise is getting closer to the end. However, the eliminations for weeks 7, 8, and 9 of season 10 have been announced. This is huge news for anyone who likes spoilers. Not one, but two couples were kicked from the island during an elimination. Fans were not expecting to learn about what was to come on the broadcast. There is a lot to unfurl and discover. Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 has been unlike any of the previous seasons. They changed two significant aspects of the show. They invited participants from both the Golden Bachelor and the Golden Bachelorette to join the regular contestants on the beach. Fans were concerned about how this will unfold. However, everything is working out quite well. The next significant shock is that the winner receives $500,000. Fans were not pleased with this twist since they believe it will change the reason for the show. Some viewers believe that people will try to stick it out in their relationships and simply appear on the shows to get money. Only time will tell whether people remain real on the show. Week 7 of Season 10 has 2 eliminations. Reality Steve shared what else he knows about this week in the eliminations. Brian and Parisa are among the couples sent home. Sean and Alicia are the next to depart. However, as fans reach week 8, only one pair is eliminated. Jonathan and Leah are the next cast members to leave. They will not continue any further. Finally, in week 9, 2 more couples bid their farewell. Keith, Kathy, Jeremy, and Bailey are all sent home. Fans are surprised they made it that far. However, they are all gone and do not make it to the finals. Brian, Parisa, Sean, and Alicia appear to have all been sent home in the forthcoming week 7. This is shocking. However, people had to be sent home in order to narrow down their options. It was just their time to leave. This season of Bachelor in Paradise is a huge hit among fans. However, the new twist has many concerned that no one will be in a relationship for the proper reasons. What are your thoughts about this? Are you surprised about who goes home? Comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the situation. Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 was unlike any season the franchise had ever attempted, and the eliminations of weeks 7, 8, and 9 proved that the producers were unafraid of leaning fully into the chaos. For years, Bachelor in Paradise had maintained a predictable rhythm. Contestants arrived, dates were handed out, connections formed, hearts broke, and roses were given or withheld until the inevitable parade of engagements, implosions, and post-show interviews filled headlines. But Season 10 changed all of that. Not only did ABC inject a staggering $500,000 prize into the format, suddenly transforming Paradise from a summer fling into a high-stakes competition, but they also brought in alumni from the Golden Bachelor and the Golden Bachelorette. This inclusion of older contestants into a traditionally younger, fame-hungry cast caused an immediate ripple effect, forcing everyone to question whether the experience was still about finding love or about surviving long enough to cash out. By the time the eliminations for weeks 7, 8, and 9 rolled around, the energy on the beach had shifted drastically. The easy, flirtatious cocktail parties of the early weeks had been replaced by whispered strategy sessions, alliances, and pointed confrontations. Fans who had initially criticized the $500,000 twist for cheapening the concept of love now realized it had created a level of unpredictability not seen in years. Nobody could quite anticipate who would last, who would implode under the pressure, or who would shockingly make it to the end. And then, Reality Steve dropped the bomb. The eliminations for 3 weeks had been leaked, and they included fan-favorite couples and a few unexpected survivors. The first big surprise came in week 7, when 2 couples were eliminated in one episode. The first duo to leave was Brian and Parisa, a pairing that fans had been skeptical about from the start. Brian, a fitness coach known for his blunt personality, had made waves earlier in the season for exposing Jeremy Simon's duplicity toward Bailey Brown. Parisa, on the other hand, had been quieter, often fading into the background during group scenes. While they seemed compatible enough on the surface, their relationship had been plagued by a lack of depth. Producers portrayed their conversations as stilted, and the other contestants often whispered that Brian seemed more focused on surviving than genuinely connecting. Their elimination in Week 7 didn't come as a total shock, but the fact that they left alongside another couple in the same episode left viewers reeling. The second couple to leave in Week 7 was Sean and Alicia. This exit, unlike Brian and Parissa's, stunned the fanbase. Sean had been positioned early in the season as a charming underdog, someone whose goofy demeanor and loyalty made him one of the most likable men on the beach. Alicia, meanwhile, was seen as one of the most self-assured women in the cast. Together, they had navigated jealousy, date card drama, and even a golden contestant attempting to pull Sean away. Fans genuinely believed Sean and Alicia had the potential to reach the finals. But Paradise has a way of amplifying insecurities. By Week 7, their once steady bond began unraveling in real time. Arguments about commitment levels turned into full-blown shouting matches during cocktail parties. When it came time for eliminations, their fellow cast members agreed the romance had burned out. The producers pulled the rug from under fans by having them leave hand in hand but without any promises for the future. Moving into Week 8, the energy of the beach was raw. Contestants were beginning to feel the looming presence of the finale and, with it, the $500,000 prize. Unlike Week 7's double elimination, Week 8 saw only one couple sent home, Jonathan and Leah. Their departure was perhaps the least controversial of the eliminations, but it still carried emotional weight. Jonathan, known for his stoic demeanor and reflective personality, had often been cast in the role of advisor to other contestants, doling out calm wisdom during moments of chaos. Leah, a bubbly free spirit, had tried desperately to match his energy but struggled to keep their connection afloat. Their relationship was functional but lacked passion, and in a season where the stakes had never been higher, function simply wasn't enough. Fans described them as the roommates of Paradise, two people who enjoyed each other's company but weren't heading toward a future. Their elimination in Week 8 felt like a natural conclusion, freeing up more screen time for the more volatile couples still hanging on. Then came Week 9, and with it, the most explosive eliminations yet. This time, two couples were once again sent home, and the names on the list shocked almost everyone: Keith and Kathy and Jeremy and Bailey. For weeks, fans had speculated about how far Jeremy Simon and Bailey Brown could go. Jeremy, who had once been a fan favorite on Jen Tran's season of The Bachelorette, had descended into villain territory this season after it was revealed he attempted to bring his ex, Susie Evans, back into the fold. Bailey, caught in the crossfire, became both a sympathetic figure and a subject of debate. Should she have left Jeremy after learning about his actions, or was she justified in trying to salvage the relationship for the sake of the game? Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and do not miss any update.